The market is gone. Transfer market is absolutely gone as Hijacked happened. So where should we start? Because this is a really interesting story. Chelsea have agreed with Aston Villa to sign Morgan Rogers. The agreement is done. He will have his medical on this coming week on Monday for 117 million 117 million 117 million pound. The market is absolutely gone, and Chelsea out of nowhere coming in a hijacking Arsenal's target Morgan Rogers. The first when I heard this news I was fuming, but now I'm calm, I'm recording this, so we are going to talk about it. But make sure to subscribe, make sure to like the video, and let's jump to the video. So that the report that came from it started with David Ornstein, that's why it's called David Ornstein's bomb, then Fabrizio Romano before that were asleep. Now he wake up and did his take. So report that came from first I'm going to read David Ornstein's report is that Chelsea have agreed with Aston Villa to sign Morgan Rogers for 117 million pound. And Morgan Rogers agreed personal terms. He only wanted to join Chelsea. We are going to talk about that later. And Xabi Alonso is the key with this deal. So all the talks that Arsenal were interested in Morgan Rogers' personal terms are not a problem. Reports that everywhere reported until 30 minutes ago. He was coming to Arsenal. Arsenal going to bet for him. Arsenal going to bet 18, 19, 100 million for him. They are not going to go higher for Morgan Rogers, and they are going to start after the World Cup, after the their game finished, their useless game against France finished, and when they came back, and Arsenal will start negotiating with Aston Villa, and they are preparing an opening bet for Morgan Rogers, and in the coming weeks. And now we heard that Chelsea have hijacked. Chelsea will pay 170 million for Morgan Rogers, and he will be a Chelsea player. It's done. It's here we go. Our documents we are preparing, and they will sign it. He will have his medical on Monday, and now Morgan Rogers will be a Chelsea player. So yeah, I was really angry that Arsenal didn't make a move for Morgan Rogers, didn't make a move at all to get the deal done as soon as possible, because in a couple of weeks our preseason games will start. On August 1st is our preseason games, and it's 18th of July, so it's only 2 weeks remaining for the preseason to start, and I want my players to be ready. So far we only signed one player, and that's Christos Zolas. And what happened with that? Morgan Rogers, he only wanted to join Chelsea. So what? The reports come that he agreed personal terms with Arsenal. What about those things? Maybe thinking we have Christos Zolas is coming. Maybe that changed their mind, and maybe that was the point that Morgan Rogers thought to himself that maybe going to Arsenal is not really the move that he wants to make. Maybe Chelsea is the place that he wants to end up and play his football. So yeah, he chose Chelsea. He will be a Chelsea player, and as an Arsenal fan, at first I was fuming, at first I was angry, but now that I'm calm, I remember one thing. Chelsea did hijacked a couple of seasons ago from Arsenal, and that turned out to be the most amazing thing in Arsenal ever, and that was Mykhailo Mudryk. We always remember Mykhailo Mudryk. Chelsea hijacked him. He went to Chelsea, and his career is over. And we got Leandro Trossard, who is now a club legend, and he joined Besiktas after winning the Premier League. So yeah, I remember that. And now we have to move quickly, because it's a food chain. Eat or be eaten. That's the rule. That's the rule of the jungle. Eat or be eaten, and that's what happened with this deal. Arsenal didn't want to make a crazy bad for Morgan Rogers. Chelsea did. They got him. Good for Chelsea, but for us, we have to move quickly. Now, Brady Barcola is another option. We all know how Andre Barta is working. We all know how Andre Barta is thinking. He always have 2-3 options. So what will happen? Maybe some crazy things happen in next week, after Arsenal realizing that they are not going to sign Morgan Rogers, and at the meetings it always mentioned Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers was the main target, was the number one target for Arsenal, as it's no more. So what's going to happen now? It's interesting to see, because we need an out-and-out left winger. And we needed a player for out-and-out left winger for a couple of years now, couple of seasons now. So what's going to happen? Brady Barcola is there. Maybe we sign Julian Alvarez. If Julian Alvarez signed, I'll be beyond happy that we didn't sign Morgan Rogers, because we know Julian Alvarez can play there. Julian Alvarez will be on something special on the left side if we sign him. Even the reports come that Atletico Madrid president came that they don't want to sell Julian Alvarez. But that he mentioned it clearly, they don't want to sell it to Real Madrid or Barcelona. They didn't mention specifically Arsenal. So maybe Arsenal move for Julian Alvarez, maybe Brady Barcola. Who knows what will happen, because Andre Barta always have options. So yeah, that's really interesting to see, but the deal has done. Morgan Rogers will be a Chelsea player, and I'm going to read it to you. Chelsea have agreed to bet Aston Villa for 117 million for Morgan Rogers. The medical is on Monday, and he only wanted to join Chelsea as Xabi Alonso, Chelsea's manager, is a key factor with this deal. So yeah, let me know what you think about Morgan Rogers joining Chelsea in the comment section down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.